Guys, deluded, you know. Robert Pires, love the guy as a footballer, man. I mean, definitely one of my favourite Arsenal players. I mean, look how many times he scored against Spurs. I mean, he is one of my favourite players. Probably, of course, after Thierry Henry, after Bergkamp, and after Vieira, it's him for me. And I feel bad saying that because I loved Lumberg and players like that, and Ray Parlour, guys that know me on a personal level know how much I loved and still love Ray Parlour. So I feel somewhat guilty when I talk about Arsenal legends and try and say which one I preferred more. Pires was amazing from how he was initially to what he became to he became someone that was constantly someone we could count upon from that left hand side. Of course, he wasn't necessarily the best defensively, but he scored some great goals. I mean, he loved to turn up against Spurs, so there's not much more to say on that front. Keep it there. But the reason for this video is we know he wants to be sporting director of this club. We know he's basically a player of this club. He's always in training. Personally, I've already said we should give him a 1-year deal and a contract. I mean, he could probably do more than certain players in this side that get special treatment and have been here since Highbury days and done nothing. But yeah, that's not for this. He clearly wants to be sporting director. Constantly speaks about it. Constantly talks about Arsenal should have the best players. He wants to bring the best players to Arsenal. He speaks highly of the likes of Pepe and players of that sort of caliber in terms of either potential to be world class or world class already. He talks about bringing them sort of players in. And he says that one day he really wants, he keeps reiterating this, he's always giving interviews talking about this and such and such. He clearly wants the job. Now, on the basis that we do need someone, and Wenger's not going to work on it, Wenger's not going to do it, I don't know, maybe they've had conversations to say, okay, we'll try to bring you in because Wenger doesn't like this. Don't shoot the messenger, guys. I have my personal opinion, you guys know my opinions, just follow with me for this second. Yeah, so they say Wenger doesn't like working on that. He can stay, be around the club, possibly shadow someone in some sort of role. Of course, we haven't got one of the sporting directors, but then when he leaves, we'll give you some sort of role. And on the basis that he seems to know the sort of players we need. I mean, he knows what Arsenal means to the fans. He knows what Arsenal means to the fans on the pitch because he's done it. You'd like to think he could do the job, and he probably could. But I mean, if we go away from the nostalgia of it being Robert Pires and actually look at it logically, the biggest concern has to be experience. Of course, to gain experience, eventually you have to be given a chance, but we know we need one. We know we've been a joke from how many years. We miss out on targets. Scouting is not the problem. We're not proactive enough and things of that nature. You do kind of think we need someone who's skilled, someone who's been there, done it all, seen it all, that can go and do these things. Pires would very much be new to the job. Of course, he would. The seasoned pros in this make mistakes, so he would make a lot of mistakes. He possibly wouldn't get deals done first time around because of his sheer age and things like that. A manager, like let's just say a manager, they typically are older than Robert Pires. A manager older than him might somewhat disregard what he says because they don't necessarily think he has the credentials or the minerals to do the job. They don't feel his opinion is valued enough because of his age, simply because they've spent more games they spent more years in the game. They know more than him. I know this because this actually happens to people, and it is ages, but these are the things you've got to look at. And you've also got to factor in, what if he's just not good at his job? So there's a lot of concerns. I'm just answering what I was asked in my comments. I forgot to mention. Someone asked me this, so I brought it out. So the romantic side of being an Arsenal fan, of course, I would love to see Thierry Henry as the manager, Pires in some sort of role, XYZ in some sort of other roles, of course. But if I look at it logically, he's going to have to gain some experience. I would like for him to gain some experience elsewhere before he gets this job. In the same way people say Henry should be groomed for this job, he needs to go out and get minerals, go and get experience before he can come and do this. Because when things aren't going to plan, as you've seen with every club, the romance and things can quickly go down. And for every good case of directors of football and similar titles and job specs like that, you've also seen it go horribly wrong. In Arsenal's case, we're going to need to get it right. Lord knows we haven't been getting it right for years, especially when Wenger goes and certain things happen. We need to get things right. So, yeah, there is scope, I guess, for Pires to be an assistant director of football or something if we could even create that. But yeah, guys, man, I'm waffling. This is just some of my thoughts answering the guy's question in the comments. Thank you for that. Oh, yeah, guys, man, hit me up with some more material. What's wrong with you guys? I thought you guys liked me and liked what I brought. I want to bring out some more material. What do you guys want to hear? But yeah, guys, I'm signing out. Subscribe, follow. You guys know the rest. Get in the comments. Yeah. Pires, that's it, really.